Dzień dobry, assalamu alaikum, hola, ciao, hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Ken at 10 time. How are you today? Hope you're having a good day. It's a good day for me, as you'll probably know already, because it's Friday, and I love a Friday. Why do I love Friday? It's when everybody organises themselves to get out going viewings for the weekend, looking at property, and that's what we do. Make sure that our clients get as many viewings as they can from the most relevant people. But let me qualify that. If you haven't watched before, by the way, welcome along. Thanks for watching. This is Ken at 10. Because I'm Ken and it's 10. We're James Alexander Estate Agents based in Southwest London, Southwest 16, Norbury to be precise. Fantastic little area. If you haven't considered investing here, lots and lots of things going on. We've got a new supermarket going on up the road, beautiful new coffee shop restaurant. And it really does feel like a developing area. So great place to get involved with. We've been here for many years, as you can probably tell from the receding hairline. And yeah, it's a great place to be. Really nice mixed community. Fantastic community spirit, lots of nice residents associations and lots of nice people. So yeah, if you're considering coming to an area and you don't really know London, you need to be in a zone 3 area, value for money versus price, you won't find better. Honestly, have a look yourselves. It's either somewhere much more expensive or somewhere a lot rougher. So, you know, Norbury's a good choice. Come and have a look at us. You'd be surprised what you can get for your money. How people find us normally is they start their search in South London anyway. We find a lot of people think, oh, I want to live in Clapham. Whoops, Clapham's really pricey. What about the area surrounding it? Brixton. Whoops, still really expensive. So they end up looking on the Clapham, Streatham borders, and then from there, coming down and looking at SW16, because once you get to the Streatham Clapham borders, it turns SW16. We're SW16 as well. And that means that you can find, for instance, in Streatham, a 2-bedroom flat could be all of 500K. And here in Norbury, 500K gets you a 3-bedroom house. So better value for money. And a lot of people end up coming this way inadvertently, not realizing that they're kind of doing what we call the migration route. You know, what we all do is look for the maximum benefit versus value for money. So I want to talk a little bit about viewings. A lot of our vendors do viewings for us. We do viewings for people. The things to do and the things not to do. Number one, make sure that you tidy up your property as best you can. I know it's hard, especially if you've got children, and it can be tough to do. But don't be afraid to say to your agent, look, these are the times we want to do viewings. So you've got a set time that you're working to. One of the mistakes a lot of people make, I think, is they say, we'll do viewings whenever. And then, of course, your estate agent calls and you're not ready and you put yourself out for the particular time where you were going to a dinner party on that Friday night and you've stayed in because there's this viewer coming at 6:30, and that's the one that won't turn up. I call it the law of sod. And then it's very frustrating. Whereas if you said, look, every week I'm available on a Saturday between midday and 2, then your agent could work with those numbers and you're in a position where you can prepare weekly for those viewings and make sure your house is looking as good as it can be to have that one chance at a buyer. And it's really important now because what's happening is the level of supply of property has gone up considerably here in London. And that means that you've got a lot of competition. If you want to beat that competition, there's only a couple of ways you can do it. There's price, promotion and presentation. Well, price you've already probably set. So then it comes down to promotion. That's your agent's job, making sure you're in front of the right eyes and you're presented well. You're using both video and good quality professional pictures, and you're advertised on the proper platforms. I say proper, the 2 platforms that are so much bigger than everybody else that the rest don't matter. One is Rightmove, the other is Zoopla. If you're on those 2 platforms here in London, you're along the right lines. And then on from that, it's about how your house compares with everything else. So make sure you step ahead by making sure, you know, tighten up that procedure. And how do you do that? Well, schedule those viewings at a time to suit yourself. If it happens that between 12 and 2 on a Saturday, the kids are out doing activities, you've got time to sort of, you know, really present your house well at those particular times. Get the agent to work around you, not the other way around. And any good agent will do that and recognize and respect that you've got to live your life around this thing. And it's more stressful if you devote your whole waking life to this. Instead of that, try and control it to suit yourself. Another couple of no-nos, as a vendor, if you've got an agent showing, best to let them show or show yourself. Don't do both. So quite often we're finding people are walking around with the agent and the client, and it's kind of awkward. Buyers always feel awkward in those circumstances. And it's better that either the agent shows or the client shows, but not both. So have a think about that. But I promise you, buyers nearly always feel uncomfortable when there's a vendor shadowing and an agent. So one or the other is the best way to go with that. And in terms of when you show the house, don't forget the 2 ears, 1 mouth rule. I always say this, but I think it's so important. So many agents and vendors overstate the obvious. So, for instance, they'll look in the kitchen and they'll say, "Oh, by the way, we've got a number of sockets here, and if you look down here, we've got this curly unit that twirls around, whatever it is, And it's nice to show off features, but buyers can feel quite awkward about that. And in my experience, they're not going to buy it because you've got a twisty cupboard or a number of sockets. They're going to buy it because of the overall feel of their house. I'm a great believer you can't sell a house. House has to sell itself for its own reasons. How does that happen? Well, the agent has to sell it in terms of the way it looks and the promotions we've said. And the presentation, well, that's partly down to you probably. And then finally, how does it compare with everything else that's available? That's the question that buyers are asking themselves. And you should be asking yourself as well if you're not selling, how does my house compare? So if it's not favorable, then you've got to look in the mirror and start thinking about price as well, perhaps, or change of agent, fresh approach. So I hope that's helpful to you. I hope you have a good day today. We've certainly got a really busy day here. We're literally out every 5 minutes on another viewing here and there, and valuations and everything. So aside from that, I'm in tomorrow, looking forward to a really busy day, and hope you have a fabulous weekend. We're going to get working now, get all those people out for the weekend, make sure we get the maximum number of any agent in the local area out viewing the most relevant properties for them. So have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you actually Monday now. So stay safe, keep your families well and safe, keep your chin up. I know this lockdown thing's frustrating. We'll be coming to you with some more isolation inspiration to try and cheer you up. I've got a couple coming up, hopefully. Nikki the vet's going to do the cat, how to care for your cat during lockdown. And of course, we've got the amazing Viv the Spiv who's going to come along, and we're going to talk about Poppy Day and veterans and that sort of thing. So that'll be fun. Those two things coming up for you very soon. I'll give you more information as we get it. So have a fabulous weekend. Speak to you soon. Thanks for watching.